Now to the aftermath of the shooting of local sports anchor Kyle Kraska. Tonight we are learning about a possible motive, and we are hearing from someone with good things to say about the accused shooter. We have team coverage, beginning with 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina. He's at Scripps La Jolla, where Kraska is recovering. Steve?
Kim, it's going to be another tense evening in the recovery room for Kyle Kraska and for his loved ones. Shot 10 times in an ambush yesterday at his home in Scripps Ranch. Brought here for multiple surgeries. 10 shots were fired through the rear window of Kyle Kraska's Mercedes as he backed out of his driveway, all apparently finding their mark. The Channel 8 sports anchor was critically wounded and rushed to Scripps La Jolla for surgery. Later Tuesday night, Mike Montana was tracked to his house in El Cajon and after a 3-hour standoff surrendered to police. His Superior painting van had been seen speeding away from the scene of the shooting. A source telling 10 News that Kraska had fired Montana after he had done some house painting, and though Kraska had paid him, Montana had left several notes demanding more money. Neighbors were stunned at the ambush that unfolded right in front of their homes.
When I looked up the street and saw a body in the street.
Crazy.
And then the helicopters and the fire trucks and the police cars racing up the street.
Then she looked out the window to see cars making sudden stops in the street. Wondering what was going on, she ran outside.
When I looked up the street and saw a body in the street.
Crazy.
And then the helicopters and the fire trucks and the police cars racing up the street.
Another neighbor got a call about the shooting and immediately phoned his daughter, who had stayed home sick.
She said she was doing fine. She said she heard the shots, didn't know what they were. I just told her to, stay inside the house, be safe.
The shooting was over in Scripps Ranch, the suspect having fled to El Cajon, where he was arrested. As Kraska's friends pray for his recovery here at the hospital, the district attorney is preparing to prosecute Montana for attempted murder. He is being held in county jail. Live at Scripps La Jolla, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
All right, Steve, and Team 10 poured through criminal and business records of the accused shooter, and investigator Melissa Messiha talked to one of Mike Montana's former customers who had good things to say about him.
We learned Mike Montana wasn't always his name. He petitioned to change it from Ernest Ingram in 1999. That's not the only thing we found out about the man now facing attempted murder charges. Mike Montana is listed as the sole owner of Superior Painting. He holds a current license under the Contractor State License Board. A former customer who wanted to remain anonymous told Team 10 she hired Montana several years ago to paint 2 properties. Over the phone, she said he did a good job and said Montana was pleasant, fast, and really thorough. However, she said neighbors who also had work done on their homes thought he was a little odd. In the Scripps Ranch neighborhood where the shooting happened, a much calmer scene. One neighbor told me off camera he remembers seeing the painter in the neighborhood a few months ago. Another neighbor said Kraska had work done on his home late last year. Team 10 learned that Montana did have past financial issues. Last summer, he was involved in a civil case accused of owing more than $5,000 in rent money. He was also charged in 2 different misdemeanor criminal cases just in the past few months. One in October and one in November, both for driving under the influence of drugs. Kraska, now recovering in the hospital, is not only a sports anchor, he also lists himself as CEO of Stonebridge Management Group. The company manages investment funds used to secure distressed properties to sell on the retail market. It's unclear if Montana performed any work on those homes. For Team 10, I'm Melissa Messiha.
Melissa also found out that Montana lost his business license in 2002, but because he filed for bankruptcy, his license was reinstated. Team 10 found out Montana filed for bankruptcy twice, most recently last year. And you can stay on top of all the developments in this story by downloading our free mobile app. Just go to the App Store and search 10 News.